Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wake Up Waldwick Live. I'm your host, Brendan Post. Very kind of you to join us this evening for our 9th live episode. Hope you're still doing well. School year is winding down. Hopefully, you're still giving it your all, and if you're ready to relax, then you've come to the right place. Wake Up Waldwick is the only place for all of your Waldwick news and entertainment. We've got a whole bunch of news and a few fun segments, as well as a class of 2020 Kahoot. So get your friends and family on for this one, and we'd like a large attendance for that Kahoot. Get all of your senior buddies on here. Alrighty, before we embark on this episode 9 journey, let me just run down some Warrior Broadcast Center old and new business items. First up, social media. And I know you're tired of me saying it every single episode, so do something about it. First up, Twitter, @WarriorBC1. Go follow it. More importantly, the Instagram. Go follow @Warrior Broadcast Center. Please, 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 if you're tired of me hearing me say this, put it on your story. Get your friends to follow it. We got to grow this page, and it's not gonna do anything with 25 people watching. All right. So, and if you think you've got an idea for the show, let us know. Hit us up. Email, Instagram, Twitter. Do it. Okay, cool beans. And as for new Warrior Broadcast Center news, if you didn't hear last week, because our live stream got taken down because of copyright, but it is back up if you want to look back. We are going live. We're going live. We are staying true to Wake Up Waldwick through the summer until this whole craziness ends, because we wouldn't leave you. That doesn't make sense. We're going to stay with you. And for the last bit of info, that fun interview with Mr. N that we accidentally switched, and we put the long version. The shortened version and the very nicely edited version is on the channel, so you can go check that out. Nick McKenzie put some real elbow grease into that editing job, and it's a fun video. So go check that out. All right. So now that I calmed down for a second, Brendan, what the heck are you wearing? Dr. Ling said I clean up well, and I appreciate it very much. Pretty dapper. Thank you, everybody. Why, thank you, good sirs and good ladies. Nick says, what the heck am I wearing? You know what? This was a good business decision 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Now it's not looking like it, but you know what? I thought I'd break it out and give it a run. Because yesterday was prom. If you didn't realize, yesterday was prom. And that was fun. It was fun while we were there, but yesterday was prom, and prom wasn't the only thing that was on Thursday of this week. It was also Dom Canedi's birthday. He might be the only person that is happy that prom didn't happen because it was on his birthday. But we are postponing Dom's 17th birthday, putting it at a later date, because you can't have a birthday during quarantine, Dom. That's not okay. Also, prom, we'll get to that later. One of the many things that the seniors lost and the juniors lost, okay? The whole show can't be pity for the seniors. I'm sorry. We love you. We're sorry that this happened, but we'll talk about that later. In the Kahoot, so get your friends on. All right. And prom and Dom's birthday weren't the only events that should or would have happened this week. Memorial Day was this Monday. It did happen. Hopefully you all got to relax and maybe take part in a moment of silence for the many brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for our lives. Or hopefully you all had at least a chance to think for a while and about how fortunate we all are for these brave men and women to stand for our freedom. Sorry. And maybe once you're done thinking for a while and you thanked them, maybe you got a little crazy, lit some fireworks, a little barbecue, fired up the grill, Hopefully you weren't too crazy, not like the many football players that have been pretty nuts. They're going wild recently. Chris Craven has got some news about that in his new episode of Crave's Cave. Let's hear it, Chris. Over to you.
You're in Crave's Cave. I'm Crave, here to bring all of you the latest sports news for Warrior Nation. Once again, reporting from my basement. You may be thinking, Crave, what can you possibly be talking about? There's nothing sports related going on, is there? Well, yes. Welcome to the first episode of NFL Players Gone Wild. Cody Latimer, Quinn Dubar, DeAndre Baker, and Ed Oliver have all had warrants for their arrest on May 16th. Cody Latimer was arrested for possession of a gun, and apparently there were shots fired near the area he was arrested with the gun. Now that just makes things even worse. I don't know why he would do something like this, but he did it. It makes no sense, but hey. Ed Oliver was arrested for intoxication while driving and also had a possession with a gun near Houston. Now, I don't know why he was driving intoxicated. It makes no sense to me when people do that, but they do it, and it's just that's that. And finally, DeAndre Baker and Quentin Dubar have both been arrested for armed robbery. Apparently, they were both at a party, and they robbed everyone at the party. They robbed watches, money, possessions, all types of stuff, and they just robbed the party. Now, here's my question. You're in the NFL, making $1 million a year, and you decide to go rob someone with a gun, let alone. What part of that makes sense? I mean, they're specifically, okay, here. DeAndre Baker, he's a rookie, right? His NFL career just started. He was going to make $10 million within the next 4 years. $2 million plus per year. And he decides, what should I do at this party? Should I just hang out and be fun? No, I'm gonna go rob someone. You know what? No, let's make it better. I'm gonna go rob someone with a gun. Yo, Quinn Dubar, let's go have fun, bro. What part of that makes sense? Apparently he lost $70,000 or something. I don't know why, I can't remember, but still, you're gonna make triple the amount of that money next season. I just don't understand why anyone would do this, but he did it, and he just basically threw his NFL career away. I highly doubt highly doubt either player, Quinn Dubar or DeAndre Baker, will be playing in the NFL again. But who knows, maybe it was just false accusations. Hopefully that's the case. But in the end, that's the first episode of NFL Players Gone Wild. Hopefully I don't have to make another one of these, because it just proves how dumb these players are. But anyways, that is that. And yeah, you are now leaving Crave's Cave. I'm Crave. See you next time.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Chris, and Lily, for doing some snazzy editing. I did not know about a lot of those players and how crazy they were. Thank you, Chris, for enlightening me. Seems pretty ridiculous to me, just as you said, throwing a lot away. But they just want to go nuts sometimes. Sometimes you just got to go nuts. We'll have more sports news later in the show from the one and only Mike McFerrin. But first, some more school news. It is May 29th. Hard to believe, right? May 29th? May 29th. It is crazy how fast time has flown. But that means that the academic year is winding down, coming to a decline, or it is already declining. It's a falling action, coming towards the resolution, The clubs that did not, the clubs that did not continue through that did continue through virtual schooling have started winding down as well. The student council had their elections this Wednesday, and I'm proud to say that as the 2020 to 2021 student council president, we are going to do some awesome things next year. Congrats to Marissa, Brooke, and Michelle, who will serve on the executive council with me, and I'm very excited to see what we get done next year. I was very fortunate to serve on the council this past year with 3 awesome young women, Emer Brophy, Jill Reynolds, and former president Tara Lambert. So thank you guys. And this was not the way that they wanted to cap out their legacy as the executive council. I know that there's a lot of things we missed, but hopefully some of the accommodations Mr. Carroll and the teachers have made recently made it hurt just a little worse. Not just those 3, everybody in the senior class. On Tuesday, teams of teachers went around and delivered the class of 2020 their caps and gowns, which was very, very sweet, very wholesome. I saw some pretty good teams. I don't know which one would win if they went in like a Hunger Games match, but that's for another time. And on Tuesday or maybe Monday night, I believe during the night, very spooky, the WHS staff set up pictures of the students all over the high school lawn, which was also really nice. Saying Mr. Carroll he quote Mr. Carroll. He says the class of 2020, virtually the greatest class of all time, which I like. I like a lot. Um, 2021 is the greatest class of all time, but you can have virtually, guys. You can have virtually. Um, and jokes aside, awesome job from the staff. Very wholesome. Can't say it enough, seniors. It is tough what's happening, but you're going to come back stronger. Not just stronger. You're going to come back absolutely jacked, shredded. Some might say yoked. Okay? Class of 2020, my heart goes out to you. So myself and my new VP, Marissa Pietroburgo, put this fun Kahoot together that that should be fun. How well do you know class of 2021, or how well do you know the class of 2020? I'm sorry. As Are they seniors in your school? Are they your classmates? Are they your siblings, sons, daughters? Doesn't matter your relation. Let's get into it. The code is up there. We've got it on the screen. Let's get into it. It is 1696235 is the code, and we're gonna have some fun Kahoots. It should be fun. Sorry, I can't. All right. Yeah, this should be good. All right, we got Smiling Hawk in here. A whole flood of people. Let's try and get a good amount of people on. Everybody, get your pals on. We want a good amount of lads in here. All right, we got 18 right now. Let's try and get that at least 20, pushing 25 maybe. Hey, Jill. It's good. It is Jill's birthday. I was going to mention that later, but then everybody's like, oh my god, happy birthday, Jill. So, happy birthday, Jill. That's pretty big. My hair is... All right, I fixed it. My hair is getting really long. We need to figure out what to do with it. Not sure if I should go to the Anakin Skywalker look. What? What's up? Okay. All right, we got 22 guys in here. Yes, Miss Nelson, it is Jill's birthday. So much fun. I hope she's having the greatest day at the beach. We got 23 in, 24. Let's hit 25, and then I'm ready to start. Come on, one person in here. Miss Larson wants to know if Jill got her birthday burrito. Okay, 25. Let's start it up. You can join after it starts, but I think... Oh, now we lost one, but that's fine. All right. Question number 1. Which is not true about Jill Reynolds, the birthday girl? It is her birthday today. We all know that. She has 3 human siblings. She is both the valedictorian and NHS president, or she's got a really cute dog, Jake, which is not true about Jill Reynolds. Only one of them is not true. Which one is it? She has 3 human siblings. That is the incorrect answer. Diplomat Lemur is in first. And question number 2 is, what would Harry Durant, friend of the show, used to be my bro host, consider his greatest academic achievement at Waldwick? Answer A, passing Mr. Brown's chemistry class, winning the WMS spelling bee, becoming valedictorian, or honor roll that one time freshman year. Which one is it? Sorry. Okay, it was that he won the WMS spelling bee. Mystery Dove takes first. Let's see question number 3. What senior made his Wake Up Waldwick debut shirtless? See, I would have done his or her, but it'd be kind of weird if I put her. Harry Durant, Ben Summer, Nick Raffaelli, or Andrew Ayala. Which one is it? We'll have to see. Also, Emily Linick, I'm sorry, Oreo is not the cuter brother. It's got to be Jake. Nick Raffaelli, is the one who's made his Wake Up Waldwick debut shirtless just a couple weeks ago? All right, Smiling Hawk is in first. How many varsity letters has Kelly Griffin received in high school? Let's see it. 16, 12, 8, or 9. Those are all a lot of varsity letters. They beat mine. I do not have that many, but that is impressive at whichever one it is. 16, 12, 8, or 9. Which one is it? It is 12. The 5 of you that put 16, that's not impossible. There's only 12 senior seasons, right? I think. So, nice job, Kelly. Great job. Jessie has joined us. She is under my desk. Good. What made Emer Brophy need to get surgery on her ankle in sophomore year? WHS soccer, being a klutz, WHS lacrosse, or playing tag with Don Moscatello? Which one is it? All very viable options. Which one was it? It was WHS soccer. 13 of you knew that. Let's keep it rolling. I'm getting sweaty in here. Polite Wolf, sticking out the lead. What band was Becca McCumber fortunate enough to meet in person? Imagine Dragons, R5, I don't even know who that is, One Direction, or Big Time Rush? Emer says Tag with Dom was the correct answer. My bad. Let's see who it is. It was Big Time Rush. Wow, that was almost split across the board. Radiant Sloth takes the lead. Look at that. About by 100 points almost. No, like 80. What instrument does Tara Lambert secretly know how to play? A mean guitar, a mean clarinet, a mean recorder, or a mean piano? As former president of Waldwick High School Student Council, it has to be a mean instrument. We know she could play a mean instrument. Which one is it? It's gotta be a mean piano. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't know that about Tara until she told me, but now I do. So hopefully you're learning something about your class of 2020, which is not true about the Michael Carver. How to put the? He is going to college in the same state that he was born. He has never beaten the Ender Dragon in Minecraft. Noob. He can play a mean guitar, or he went to the Bergen County Meet of Champions representing Waldwick Cross Country. Which one is it? It is. He has never beaten the Ender Dragon in Minecraft. He has. He has. So the 8 of you that doubted Michael Carver, shame on you. You cannot be doubting Michael Carver. Radiant Sloth sticks it out in first place. 9. Which senior spring sports star hit a clutch walk-off single against rival Emerson? This could be either softball player or baseball player. Joe Brunner, Jacob Post, Jess Parsons, and Casey Centennial. I know which option is very unlikely. All right, who is it? Who is it? Pretty famous. It is Jess Parsons. Would you look at that? Crazy stuff. Who is in first? Radiant Sloth sticking it out. Wow. Is that Jill? What extreme sport has Maria Seraph has she participated in? Ice climbing, didn't know that was a thing. Whitewater kayaking, that sounds dangerous. Cliff jumping or wakeboarding? Which one is it? Thank you, Miss Syracusa. It was both cliff jumping and wakeboarding. She's all around doing all those extreme sports. I haven't done either of those, but they sound fun. Radiant Sloth sticking it out in first. Let's see it. Question 11. What is the most amount of different jobs that Jamie Cunningham has worked at the same time in a single summer? 5, 0, that's like me, 3, or 4? All but 0 are very impressive. You have to be quite the multitasker to take that on. Jill, are you in first? Are you Radiant Sloth? Can you let me know? All right. Which one is it? It is 4. Wow. Uh, 10 of you got that right. Good stuff. Oh, Kelly is in first. Kelly is Radiant Sloth, but she's getting snuck up on by Genius Sable. All right. Oh, Jill is Genius Sable. Which clumsy senior had to have stitches after hitting himself in the eye with a pickleball racket? Oh, did none of my pictures come up? I'm just realizing none of my pictures came out. That's annoying. I spent 20 minutes trying to get all those pictures on. Brandon Barga, Andrew Dickman, Richard Lim, or Jacob Post. I'm really annoyed about that picture situation. Oh boy. Dang. I had nice pictures of all the seniors on there. It is Brandon Barga. What a klutz. Is there nice rain? I can't even hear it, Mike. I can't hear it. I'll go check later. Thanks, Mike, for the heads up. Radiant Sloth or Kelly Griffin is sticking it out in first, but the birthday girl is coming up close. Which of these seniors completed his/her training at the Fire Academy? Paige Frombach, Jack Etterbeek, Gabe Masarwa, or Jackson Lamino? It's up for grabs right here. Okay. Well, it's not that nice then if you can't hear it. All right. Which one it is it? It's Jack Etterbeek. Look at that. Would you look at that? 15 of you knew that. Very cool. There's only 18 of you in here. Come on. What the heck? All right. Radiant Sloth sticking it out. Jill, you got to catch up, dude. Come on. What feat has Dom Moscatello only accomplished once in his soccer career? Beating up Stripes, aka the ref, bicycle kick goal, given multiple opponents concussions simultaneously, that is a feat and a half, or received a red card. I'm sure all of these he's done multiple times, but only one he's only done once. And that is receiving a red card. He's only done that once. The rest he has done many, many times. Very good. All right, let's see who came in first. In third place was Epic Snail. Second was Genius Sable. And first was Kelly Griffin. Radiant Sloth. Great job, guys. All right, cool beans. Nice job, guys. That was kind of fun. Only 14 questions. If you'd like a longer one, that's maybe just a night, just due to your senior Kahoot, just for you guys, not necessarily on a stream. I would love to help make that, and I don't know. I think that'd be kind of fun. If you guys like that, we could do that. So let me know, and we could set that up. All right, fun stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Now, prom, as I talked about before, and in case anybody was wondering, my pants do match the tuxedo, okay? I was wearing pants, and it's really hot, so I'm going to take the top off. I've even got suspenders on for you guys. But in case you watched some good news from John Krasinski, maybe you're some good news fan. The Office star John Krasinski hosted his own virtual prom. And I was just, as I was watching this, I got my own gears kicking, you know. Thank you, Nick. I like my suspenders too. And you know, he was wearing a tuxedo, and I was like, maybe he threw his own virtual prom. Now maybe I could wear my own tuxedo. Yeah, sorry, I'm not making my own virtual prom. Get pranked, everybody. One can dream. If the Warrior Broadcast Center Instagram hits 200 followers, I'll make a virtual prom. But don't see that happening, so no virtual prom for you guys, and I'm not being the DJ. But yeah, I got you, and I think it looks pretty cool. Nick likes his suspenders. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you didn't get your hopes up that I'm not hosting prom for you guys, but Mike McFerrin is going to get your hopes back up. They went down, they're back up. And he's got big hockey news. That is basically, I love Mike, but that's all he knows. So here's a platform for him to talk about hockey, and hopefully he brings your hopes back up about sports coming back to television. This is big news for all sports, and it should give you something to look forward to. I'm going to hand the mic off to myself in the past. Hit it, Brendan from the past. Hey guys, Brendan Post here. from the past, of course. This week, we are interviewing a student, none other than the NHL nerd, a junior at Waldwick High School, my good friend, Mike McFerrin. Say hello, Mike.
How you guys doing? Hi.
We'll have to see Friday night how they're doing. We had a big announcement this week regarding the NHL's future for this summer that was announced a couple days ago, or I think last night, being the first American professional sport with a firm plan for what they're going to do this summer, which is exciting news for sports fans and for all of us. Mike, to start out, why don't you break down that plan, what it covers, how's it going to work?
Okay, so the way that is going to work is the 12 teams, the top 12 teams in each conference, the East and the West, at the time of the pause will make the 2014 plan. The top 4 teams from each conference will automatically get a bye into the first round, and those 4 teams will play in like a little round robin to see where they're seeded, 1 through 4, and they will automatically get a bye. The other 8 teams will play against each other in each conference to see who's going to make the playoffs in a best-of-5 series. From there, it'll just go to a regular 16-team playoffs. I should also add that, each conference teams, the 12 teams in the East and 12 teams in the West, will play in hub cities, the East in an eastern city and the West in a western city to keep everything safe.
Right. Now, you mentioned the top 4 teams in each conference, they're going to be automatic bye, and then the other 8 teams, they fight for the spots. Do you think that's fair for the top 4 teams that almost solidified a spot for the playoffs, and those 8 teams that might have gotten a wild card or might not even have made the playoffs, that they might be facing off?
Yeah, I definitely think this is the most fair, definitely for the circumstances. The top 4 teams are already in the playoffs no matter what. And then the other teams, they have to fight it out. And there were still 15 games left at the time of the pause, so we honestly don't know who's going to make it or not.
Yeah.
Very small window. But I think it is the most fair, and the teams that are closer to the bottom will be playing teams that are higher up to the top, so it is going to be more challenging. But I definitely think it's the most fair based on these circumstances.
Right. And you also mentioned the hub cities. Now, how is the NHL approaching guidelines, the CDC guidelines and everything for the pandemic, and how they're going to approach keeping safe, quarantine and everything?
Well, right now they're in phase 1, which is self-isolation, so the players aren't really allowed to go out and do stuff. They kind of just have to stay home and work it out by themselves.
Just like us.
Yeah, but within the next week or so, 2 weeks maybe, phase 2 will start where they're able to go back to their club cities and practice in little groups of 6s, and then they're going to move into phase 3, which is training camp, and phase 4, which is actually starting to play.
Right. Nice. So it's gradual, as everything will be. Now, Mike, you're New Jersey Dusters. Mike, if you don't know, hard to not know, he's a hardcore Devs fan, New Jersey Devils. They did not make this 2014 bracket, unfortunately. Now, for fans like yourself, whose team is not in the running, or just regular old blokes who are tired of watching Tiger King, what are some clubs to keep your eye on in this 2014 bracket?
Well, to start, for teams that didn't make it, like my New Jersey Devils, unfortunate, they will be excited because the draft lottery is on June 26th to see who gets the first overall pick.
All right.
And this year it's supposed to be a pretty good player. But teams to watch out for, definitely the New York Rangers, the hottest team of 2020.
Whoop.
January. They got some nice goal scoring with Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, and a hot goalie in Igor Shesterkin. So they're definitely going to be on fire going into the playoffs.
I agree with that.
As well as the Chicago Blackhawks, who have the greatest American player of all time in Patrick Kane. He's one of those players who could just carry them through a series. Another team to watch out is for the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have been the most dominant team in the NHL for the past 5 years. Unfortunately, do not have a Stanley Cup to show for it.
All right. Well, I'd suggest watching the Rangers, rooting for them. Electric Club, especially with powerhouse Chris Kreider, my personal favorite, went to BC. But that's enough with that. Watch the Rangers, root for the Rangers. But what do you think this means for other sports, Mike, and for the whole country?
Well, I definitely think for other sports, I know the NBA is trying to come back and they're thinking about having a hub city maybe in Orlando. But I think that there's a set plan for one league. It could be like a guideline for other leagues to how they can, form their plan and see what's best for them. So I definitely think it's a nice little foundation for other sports and see what will work for them.
Right.
For the whole country, though, I don't like the idea of that people think that now these sports are coming back, that everything's opening up again, everything's going to go back to normal, because it honestly won't. Sports and life will never be the same for probably a couple years, 2-3 years, so it's going to be different. We have to just live with that.
Right, and we'll make a new normal. That's definitely right what you just said. For sports teams and tons of institutions throughout the country and throughout the entire world, we're not going to go back to normal for a long time, but they are creating a new normal. They're adjusting. That's what the NHL is doing. We're just going to have to become accustomed to that. It should be something to look forward to. I know a 7 o'clock Mets or Rangers game is going to be something for me to build my day around and be very excited for. But it shouldn't be. We shouldn't get the message that, oh, me and Mike are going to go play some hockey outside. We can't go to that just yet. I wish we could, but not just yet. But we can. This is a step towards the right direction and some positivity for us. All right. Well, that's about it. Awesome. Thank you, Mike. If you want to know, if you want to know anything else about the NHL season, or literally anything about hockey, go ask Mike, folks. I may be messing with fate and everything, destiny, whatever, but I'm sure that he will be in attendance Friday night in a couple days. So ask him in the comments. Thanks again, Mike. I'll give you a chance to say you're welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yep, there you go. And back to you, Brendan of the future.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Mike. Mike offered to do that interview over what's it called? Oh, that's right, Instagram. Because he follows the Wake Up Waldwick and Warrior Broadcast Center Instagram. And he sent me his idea for a video, and then we execute it within like a day. So if you've got a fun idea, send it over to Instagram, send it over to me, email, anything. Just if you got a cool idea, make it happen. We'll make it happen. Just like me and Mike did here. And I think it's pretty cool because this means a lot for all of sports and our world trying to find a new normal. So it should be fun. Got any suggestions for new segments or a Kahoot that you like or who you want to be interviewed? Let us know. Cool beans. Thank you very, very much. Alrighty. Now, for this entire show, I throw pieces of news into the mix, stir them up, right? And I try and I usually pick which ones I want to say first, good timing, right? And I usually save the hottest take or the piece that I ramble on the most or just the biggest piece of news for the last. But this is no hot take. Mr. Meltzer, we all know him. He got a new pupper. Gigi is her name. Look at her. She's on the screen right now. She's just a little mushy little baby little puggo. So she's very cute, and I thought I should let everybody know. And that's not all. We've got Gigi. We've got Jojo. Wow, look at that. His other dog, Jojo. And then after seeing Mr. Freeman's dog, nice little puppy, Ellie Mangler's new puppy, Chase, whose name I still do not approve of. Wilbur, Nick McKenzie's cute little dog, just a little mush baby. He's like basically Jesse. Angel, Nana's dog, and tons of other doggies. I've come to the conclusion. Oh, not to mention my little queen down under the desk and her boyfriend Jake, Jill Reynolds' fierce little booger. There are tons of adorable doggers that I think must be thrown into a Zoom call together. And I think that's final. I think we must make that happen. And cats, they're allowed as well. If you really want to bring a cat to a dog party, if you really want to, you can. But I think this would be a fun little meetup. So if you let me know, I think we could make a big Zoom call and then maybe make it into a fun little video segment. If your doggies consent, only if they consent. I think that'd be a really fun idea, a really cute and adorable idea with all our doggies barking and looking at each other with no attention span. I think that'd be fun. I think that's a pretty good idea, if I do say so myself. And I'm done with that. I think we can wrap that up. We can wrap it up tonight, folks. Don't forget, sorry, I forgot to mention it. 8:20. I guess Mr. Carroll's having a little shindig aside from the Be the Light ceremony where he flashes the lights on the turf and everybody flashes lights. I don't know. He can say what he's doing down below for the seniors. I don't really know. I guess they're having like a little secret hangout without me. Um, kind of stinks, kind of hurts, but hopefully, if you're a senior, you know what's up and you're gonna go do that. Or at least you can shine your porch light and be the light for us. Stay well, everybody. Get creative. Stay smart, and please, please, please don't be dumb. Um, and as you know, be powerful, be proud, be post, be. I don't have to say it anymore. And last but not least, while I'm in this, and for old time's sake, stay classy, Waldwick. Stay safe, everybody, and good night.